So I'm going to go into this tweet here and actually really break it down. Most people, regardless of their political affiliation, have the same goal. They'd like to see universal peace, prosperity, and freedom. The debate isn't over the goal. The debate is over the systems to reach that goal, and even the better systems, for example, capitalism, are imperfect. So this touches on how there's this great divide in this country, the United States of America, and elsewhere in the world, all across the world, really. And that divide, today's sponsor, is partisan politics, or the sort of false left-right dichotomy, in which some people go, well, I'm on the left. Therefore, I follow this belief system. I have to stick with my values. There's no gray area here. I'm on the left. Or someone going, I'm on the right. Those leftists over there are wacky. They're crazy. And I have my belief system. I have my values. I have my moral code. I have my beliefs, the systems that I subscribe to. And these individuals over here on the left, they have their systems that they subscribe to. We tend to see a bit more of, if you're looking at, we have a mixed model in the United States, but we have a little more socialism on the left, which is quickly changing, because on the right, we're starting to see these stimulus packages, the corona, talking about private industry starting to work with the government, contractors, you have lobbyists. I mean, socialism is everywhere. It's not on just the left or just the right, or it's everywhere. It's in between. It's not, that's like not the question, but those are two common, this is a common framing, of course, talking about like capitalism versus socialism. There's a lot of overlap. So, most people, regardless of their political affiliation, have the same goal. They'd like to see universal peace, prosperity, and freedom. So it's not like people on one side of politics or another, or looking at the other parties, the other sides. I consider myself to be independent, but there's people that have all these different kinds of beliefs they label this way. Oh, I'm an anarchist, I'm a minarchist, I'm a libertarian, I'm a liberal, I'm a progressive, I'm a conservative. There's all these different ways we categorize ourselves. But ultimately, unless you're a bad person. Are you a bad person? If you're a bad person, call this number. No. Unless you're a bad person, which again is an arbitrary distinction, you would want peace, prosperity, love, and hope for your fellow humankind, right? It's not like one side of politics or the other has a stranglehold on peace and love, prosperity and freedom. It's not binary like that. I do think that there is this ultimate binary in many ways. You get down to the nitty-gritty, there's ultimately that little micro decision, that one decision or that one difference that either makes or breaks whatever it is you're working with. We have and I do believe in dualism to some degree. We haven't talked about that much on this channel, but I do have some beliefs that fall under dualism. But in politics, when you have, in America, we had like 63 million people vote for Donald Trump, like 66 or something vote for Hillary Clinton. You can't just put 66 million people into a single box and say, well, they want this, they want this. Everyone is their own individual person with their own individual agency, merits, flaws. We're all our own people. And we all tend, if we're good people, to want these good things, this universal peace and prosperity. That's not the debate. The debate isn't over the goal. And I think it's important to hit this point again and again. The debate isn't over the goal. It's over the system. the systems to reach that goal. And even the better systems, in my opinion, capitalism is a better system than socialism when you're talking about how to manage a country. You want to have a basis of capitalism, and then you can sprinkle social programs and maybe use socialism as something on top. It's a top-down approach by design, right? You use it as a helicopter to escape a situation or to improve certain situations. Having that be the law of the land, no, because capitalism is formed is based in meritocracy. It's based in transactionalism, you know. So of course, people that were more capitalist, Donald Trump became the president, and in this world, he might be the ultimate capitalist. I mean, he's one of the most transactional people in every possible way I can imagine. And so I think that appealed to Americans. Americans understood who he was when they voted for him. But the debate isn't over the goals. It's not like, you know, some people, the people on the other side of politics are evil. Evil. They're not. There are a lot of evil people out there, and they have all different kinds of political affiliations. But no, not this time. We are debating over systems. We're debating over policy. We're debating over how the right way, as Pete Buttigieg might say, the right way to do something. Not the Trump way, the right way. But we all have our own opinions on what the right way is, what the wrong way is. And that's really the divide. You know, like some people prefer more military, some people prefer less. Some people want more welfare, some people want less. Some people are more nationalistic and others are more globalistic. So they might have different beliefs. They might say, well, yeah, let all the immigrants in. It doesn't matter what our needs are here, what the needs of the citizens are. Just let the immigrants in. Doesn't matter. And others are saying, close the border completely. Close the border completely. Don't bring in any new workers to do the jobs that we Americans don't want to do. So, those are two absolute sides. But in reality, we all kind of want the same thing. We just have our own opinions and approaches and systems for getting there. It's not that one is good or bad. It's just that we all have a different perspective. 7 billion of us, 350 million or so in the United States alone. And those systems are imperfect, so I think we need to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We need to think outside the box so we can move forward. And all achieve together those beautiful, altruistic perhaps, noble, and virtuous goals: peace, prosperity, and freedom. One more tweet for you today.